Good afternoon. My name's Ray. I'm the One-Eyed Piper. Welcome. So today, I got in the mail, Sutliff Tobacco Company's Pipe Force episode. So we're going to review that. And of course, obviously, I've got my handy dandy. So with that being said, it's a light Oriental focused English mixture accentuated with two novel stove tobaccos, Rustica and Caterina. Caterina? I don't know. The Orientals are musky and herbal, bringing much of the flavor alongside red Virginia tang and wood, as well as spice from the stove Caterina. And I'm going to say Caterina. The Stove Rustica offers a stout body and peppery sensation. Ooh, oh boy, I'm excited now. Harmonizing with a light Latica smokiness. So, this is their signature series, of course. The contents are Latica or Lakia, I don't know. Oriental Turkish Virginia. It is a crumble cake. 1.5 ounce tin weight. They say the profile strength is a medium to strong. Again, non-detective as far as flavor's concerned. It's tobacco. There's always a taste. Room note is tolerable, and the taste is medium to a full. According to tobacco reviews, they give it a 4-star rating. So I'm super jazzed. I want to give it a try, and folks, please join me. I'd appreciate it. And I've already got it loaded. I broke up the crumble cake. I put it in my little ball jar. Sorry. But I'm going to be smoking it in my Eric Norden Fantasy number 5 briar, partially rusticated, and let me get it up here. Maybe you guys can see it better. Hold on. Come on, focus. It's, there we go. Starting to focus in a little bit. So, it is a beautiful pipe, and I like smoking English blends out of it. I'm going to give this a whirl with it. Why not? So, I'm excited to give us a try. So, let's fire this puppy up. I'll give you my 2 cents worth. So, here we go. Folks, it is a little breezy, so I apologize for the wind noise. Now, when you don't have a tamper, nothing better than a little penknife. Does the same exact thing. And guess what? It works beautiful. And I just put it in my vest pocket or my pocket. So let's get this second light going. And wow. It's really got a sweetness to it on the first light. It's, we're stacking wood. Getting everything prepared for winter. I'm gonna have to I think I got some old gas in the bowl of the snow blower, and that's my bad. So I'm gonna take the carburetor apart, clean it, and all that fun stuff, and put it back together. So, hey Kimber, my dog Kimber, she's coming over to say hi. Um, Here, Kimber. Say hi to the folks. Folks, I'm going to move you over and introduce you to Kimber. That there is Kimber. Kimber, say hi to the folks. Kimber says hi. So, there she goes. Moseying around back now. Anyways. I got a pile of wood. I got to fiddle with, and my neighbor cut down her poplar tree, and so I asked her if I could have all the wood, let some of it season, and then some of it I'm gonna cut bears and make some bears and stuff for the grandkids. So it burns good, it really does. They are right. It's an earthy kind of a leathery taste to it. Sorry for the sirens, folks. We got people coming up from all over the country, and they always like to come up to the mountain here, and everybody's got their own little driving style, and always makes for an adventure for a local police department and hospital. So. Way up here on the mountain, refer to them as idiots. So, I guess that ain't polite. They help with the economy and whatnot, but also in the same token, really you can tell the difference, because the rudeness. My wife and I actually just got back from Walmart a little while ago, and they cut you off, and always in a hurry, and, just always come up here for the holidays and you want to slow down. That'd be optimal. Slow down. The mountain's kind of different in that regards. You know, it's a little more of a lax lifestyle. You know, more relaxed lifestyle, I guess. And oh goodness, it takes some getting used to. I mean, it really and truly does. You know, if you're not used to, you know, I mean, a lot of businesses here are closed on Sundays and Mondays. It's just this kind of the norm, you know, and you know, folks, you know, you get a lot of folks that come up here, you know, and they're little razors and side by sides and quads and whatnot, and they'll run up and down the woods. You know, and I've seen, you know, July 4th weekend was horrible. It was, I saw a family, you know, I don't know if, you know, whoever was driving the side-by-side, you know, turned it sideways and they flipped it, but, you know, one man's carrying his son into the hospital. He's all skinned up, a couple kids broken bones and this and that and everything else. Like, slow down, people. You know, life's too short. And just, you know, don't need to be in a rush all the time. And it's, where are you going? What are you going to do? I mean, are you just rushing to your grave? You know? Slow down, take a breath, look around. Enjoy life for what it is. You know, you only get one shot at it. Better do it right. I may catch some feedback for that statement, I'm sorry. You know, but I guess sorry, not sorry. If you're going to act like an idiot, you're going to be called what you are. So. Anyways, let's get back to this tobacco, shall we? This stuff burns good. You know, I this is made by Sutliff, and you know, I heard they're, you know, shutting their factories down here in the United States or what have you, or whatever they're doing. They're going back to Scandinavia. You know, I don't know if they're going out of business. My understanding is not. They're just going to be shipping from across the pond to us, I would imagine, you know, or maybe not. I don't know. So leave your comments below. I'd be curious to know, you know, what people have heard. I am part of a couple of Facebook groups, you know, the unsophisticated pipers, I think it is, or unsophisticated pipe club, and you know, a good bunch of folks there. And snob-free pipe club. So. I mean, a lot of fellows spend a lot of money on pipes. Just on these pipe clubs. It's like, good Lord in heaven, you know. And pipes can get spendy, and especially like the Dunhills and what have you. You know, some of this, the old school stuff. I'm saving up to buy a Dunhill for my birth year, you know, because I figure why not. And actually, I was looking at some of them on eBay, and you know, 1962, you know, the billiard style, you know, that long pipe. It really had a really good look to it, you know. So hoping to score one here by, you know, sometime next year. I figure by springtime I'll splurge, or maybe I'll get it real close to my birthday. You know, who knows? This is to me, it's a medium taste. I mean, I can go all over about the flavorings and this and that. You know, yeah, it's got that leathery aroma. You know, when you smell fresh leather, earthy. I've yet to. I taste a muted amount of pepper, but it's not peppery per se, like, you know, knock you on your socks pepper. Mild back of the throat hit. Cigarish, kind of a mild medium cigar-like taste, I would say. Excuse me, I'm gonna freshen my palate. I do love this Eric Norton. It's a really deep bowl, probably 2 inches, I'd say. And so I mean, you know, if again, I like English, and I like to sit back, and I've just always been a big bowl fan, you know. And it's when I sit down and have a pipe, you know, I like to spend about an hour, you know, on a pipe and just enjoy it and reminisce and think back, you know, and what have you. And this little pipe right here will do it, and they're reasonable. I mean, you know, $100. I mean, that you know, that may be spendy for some folks, but I mean, in reality, you know, for a pipe that looks this daggone good and is this well made, I mean, Eric Norton's been around for a while, you know, from what I read, and I've seen the estate pipes and what have you. I mean, you know, for what it is, you're literally getting a classic, beautiful, handmade, you know, that's the fantasy, I think it said fantasy number 5, pipe, you know, that does everything you want it to do, and it delivers. Now, I never did check out the Pipe Force 1 or the Pipe Force 2. I kind of jumped in on 3, and then I just got the 4. And I got the 5 on order, so hoping to get that in the next week or two. And give you my 2 cents worth on that. But this is a good burn. I mean, this is really, it's kind of stacked up there pretty good, you know. I mean, so far I'm enjoying this bowl, and sorry, try going up the hill. Anyways, we're a little town. I know I mentioned this to you, you know, in the mountains up here in Arizona. Call it the White Mountains. And small community, you know. You've got like 3 little towns, you know, Pine Top, Lakeside, Cholo. You know, and then you've got other places, you know, Springerville and Snowflake. I don't know why I call it Snowflake. It never really snows in Snowflake. And Taylor. Anyways, you know, when you live in a small town, you don't have the accessibility to a lot of the retail establishments like you do in the bigger cities or even the bigger towns per se. I mean, we don't have a mall. We've got very limited restaurants. I mean, we're a small town. It's a small community per se. But what I do know is before Halloween here, just a few weeks back, Amazon put a warehouse up here. And that's all well and good, because they want, I'd heard through the grapevine they were doing it, and they were, warehouse and then drivers and this and that and everything else. So, my wife and I, we order stuff, and obviously you're going to order things from Amazon and get it delivered. Well, now they don't use the post office, or they don't use a lot of the services that they were using prior to Halloween. Now they're actually, I guess they've hired contract drivers. You drive and you get paid by the piece or the block of time. So the drivers have told me. But I got to throw a grievance out here, and I'm sorry, but I'm just going to throw a grievance out here that has me concerned, because you hear. They say, oh, well, Amazon, they're going to put the warehouse in, and then they sell like the city council and the county commission, on all this stuff, and they say they're going to do this and they're going to do that, and it's, hire local help and what have you. Well, I've heard different. My understanding is they're hiring a lot of immigrants that aren't from here. They're sleeping in tents, or they're staying in these week-to-week motels to work in the warehouse. So they're paying them lower wages. Bringing in these outsiders. They don't speak English. They don't speak Spanish. We've noticed an element that, dare I say, and I ain't no angel, okay? But when you've seen these younger folks walking around, and they ain't from around here, and they're, dare I say, scoping for opportunities, and I ain't talking the ones that are legal. It's a concern. And here's the thing about it. They push this stuff over on people, and they tell us, well, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and they're going to hire local help and this and that, and then they're bringing other folks in that aren't even from here. And they're advertising all over. So I get their, how can I put it, shenanigans. We advertise because we are this big national corporation and yada, yada, yada. And so, they know what they're doing, and what they're doing ain't right. And shame on them for that. People up here working their butts off, and then there are people up here looking for work that literally need work, and they're not getting hired because other folks have been brought in here. And I'm sorry, shame on them for that. How you do your business is your business, I get it. But also in the same token, I just don't think it's right. And that's my 2 cents worth in that regard. So I ain't bitter. I'm retired. so I don't have to worry about a job or this and that. I like to just do my hobbies and whatnot, but when you're talking to people and people are literally, you watch them, you know, I've seen more homeless people standing out here now pandering for money than I've ever seen in my life. And these are local folks, you know, that would appreciate a job. And it's not being given to them because other kind of folks have taken that work from them. And I'm sure they got families to feed too and everything else. But you've heard the old saying, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Don't drive up into my lane, you know? We're already riding over here. Let us ride. That's all I gotta say about that. Anyways. And I'll probably get some feedback, you know, whatever. But my channel. I guess I can say what I want about it. Anyways. I'm about midpoint through this bowl. Talk your ears off. There's the pepper. Yes, indeed. That's another one to where the different tobaccos are not fighting for attention. You know, they all know their place in this particular blend. They're staying in their lane. Anyways, folks, I do recommend this. It's smoky, it's flavorful. It does have that nice, I finally got that back of the throat pepper hit. It's full-bodied, I would tend to say. Full-bodied, yes. Tobaccos stay in their lane. They're in harmony with each other in that regards. Harmonious tobacco flavors. Yes, indeed. Other than that, I do recommend it. Get yourself a tin of it. Give it a whirl. I think you'll like it. Folks, if I haven't said it, happy Thanksgiving to you and yours, from me and mine. And I appreciate you letting me come into your house and talk again. And do like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Helps the channel. And thank you. Do enjoy the rest of your day.